Hi everyone and welcome to Evie's Toy House. Today we have Twilight Sparkle here from the Slumber Party set, and we're going to be making Shine from the show Shimmer and Shine. And so I recently made Shimmer, and so now we're going to make her sister Shine. So the first thing we're going to do is remove her bangs, and we're going to replace that with some air dry clay bangs later on. We're also going to cut part of her ponytail off. And then next we're going to paint her face a flesh color. And I'm actually going to make her a little bit darker than Shimmer. Next, with a piece of air dry clay, we're going to make some hair for her. I'm going to trim it so that it fits. And then make her ponytail. So Shine has a larger ponytail than Shimmer, so we're going to make it with a large piece of clay. Next we're going to use a small strip of clay and make her headband. So Shine's eyes are purple and Twilight Sparkle's eyes are already purple, so we're not going to paint her eyes. Instead, we're going to clean up her eyes and give her some lashes. And then some blue eyebrows. And paint her lips pink and give her some teeth. Next we're going to paint the purple part of her hair white so that it matches the clay. Then we're going to come back and paint it a really bright blue. Next we're going to paint Shine's headband yellow. Then we're going to put some Mod Podge on it. And add very small beads. And put these beads in place. Then we're going to give Shine a little diamond jewel on her forehead. For her body, we're going to paint it all over with a coat of white first. Then we're going to paint her shirt and arms a light blue color. We're going to paint her legs a teal green color. And with the same color, we're also going to paint her jacket. Then we're going to give Shine her gold bracelets. And add some more details to her shirt. Then we're going to paint Shine's shoes yellow. And then add some emeralds to her bracelet with a dotting tool. For the final touch, we're going to add some details to Shine's shirt. Now we're going to paint it with a layer of Mod Podge. Then while it's still wet, we're going to sprinkle green glitter all over. And this is really, really fun. Look at that. Alright everyone, so here is my shine from Shimmer and Shine, and take a look at her. I really love her big hair, even though it makes the doll super heavy. Usually these dolls are really very top heavy, but this one makes her really heavy. But I really love this gigantic ponytail. So I also really like doing the beadwork on this one too. She has these itsy bitsy little beads on her headband here, and they really stand out and make it look cool. So the one thing I wasn't able to do was get the little diamond on her forehead. I did make a clay piece, but it ended up being too big because her hair was brought all the way down here. So I think if her hair was a little bit higher up, I could have put the clay piece on it. But instead, I drew it in with paint. So here is her face. She has a rather clean face. She has her eyelashes and her blue eyebrows, and that's pretty much it. But her outfit is really cool with all this glitter. Take a look at that. I just love it. And I love the little teal and yellow colorings too. I think they work really well together. Alright, so here is Shimmer and Shine together, and I think they look pretty cool together. I just love their coloring. The teal and the purple are really cute, and we also have the pink and blue hair. Aren't they the cutest genies ever? So let me know down below in the comment section what you think of my shine. And if you guys like these custom videos, make sure to check out my other dolls too. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!